Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome to my class on the discussion for the paper Statistics for Management. And we are going to discuss the problem which came in the year February 2019. And this problem is all about determining the coefficient of skewness. Okay, so this problem, if you see 2019 paper, if you see, 1 minute. So if you see, we So if you see 2019 paper, so in 2019 you can see this 5 marks question which has came. Okay, and we're going to discuss this question which came in February 2019, and this was a 5 marks question, and this question is all about finding the coefficient of skewness. Okay, and before I talk about a coefficient of skewness, let's try to understand the concept of skewness. So when we say skewness, skewness is basically, when we say skewness is basically what you call as a asymmetry in the normal distribution curve. So when we talk about a normal distribution curve, an ideal normal distribution curve, which is also called as mesocurtic. So an ideal normal distribution curve, which we call as mesocurtic. In that ideal normal distribution curve, your mean, median, mode all lies at the center. Okay, your mean, median, and the mode. Okay, and all lies at the center. And under the standard normal distribution curve, when we talk about, we know that we talk about the measure of central tendency, where the measure of central tendency is being discussed by mean, median, mode, where the lies at the center. While when we talk about the measure of dispersion, so we discuss the measure of dispersion that we have probably 68.28% of data will lies in the plus minus of one standard deviation. While gradually, when we go further and we can talk about further. So further, I can say that around 95.44% of data will lies in the plus minus of two standard deviation. Okay, and so under standard normal distribution curve, and then 99.73% of data, 99.73% of data plus 3 standard deviation and minus 3 standard deviation. So we say that 99.73% of data will lies in the plus minus of 3 standard deviation. And when we say a normal distribution curve is basically has a asymptotic base. So asymptotic asymptotic base means like this line will never touch the x-axis. Okay, this line will never touch the x-axis. So probably don't go with my diagrammatic skills. So so otherwise you will get confused. So I hope you can understand the logic. So this is a normal distribution curve, and under the normal distribution curve, when we talk about probability, so the formula of a probability 1 by sigma under root 2 pi e to the power minus 1 by 2 x minus mu by sigma whole square. So under a standard normal distribution curve, this way we can find the probability value. So this is the ideal normal distribution curve, which is exactly symmetrical, where mean, median, mode will lies at the center. But what is skewness? Skewness is basically the property of normal distribution curve, where your normal distribution curve is not symmetrical in nature. If a normal distribution curve is like this, or a normal distribution curve is like this, okay, this is called skewness. This property we called as a skewness, while this is called positively skewed. This is called as positively skewed. This is called as positively skewed curve. This is called as positively skewed curve. Okay, and this is called as negatively skewed curve, while this is called as negatively skewed curve. 1 minute. Well, this is called negatively skewed curve. You can understand. So this is called positively skewed curve. This is called as negatively skewed curve. Okay. So basically, when we talk about positively skewed curve, when we talk about positively skewed curve, and we talk about negatively skewed curve. Okay. So under a positively skewed curve, you understand here mean median mode will not lies at the center. So here will be a mode, then you have median, and then you have a mean. So this is basically a positively skewed curve. This is basically a positively skewed curve. Okay, because this is happening because this the curve is not exactly normally distributed. While when you see this is negatively skewed curve where you have mean, then you have a median, then you have a median, and then you have a mode. Okay, they are not all together. So this property of a normal distribution curve, where your normal distribution curve is not actually appropriate, symmetrical in nature. It is insymmetrical in nature, it's asymmetrical in nature, that we call as skewness. And when we try to measure the skewness, then we try to measure the skewness by using terminology, mathematical terminology, which is called coefficient of skewness. And under coefficient of skewness, we study Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness. So when we talk about Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, under Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, okay, we use the formula Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness as mean median mode. That formula is mean minus mode divided by standard deviation. The formula is mean minus mode divided by standard deviation. Or you use the formula called 3 times of mean minus median, 3 times of mean minus median divided by standard deviation. So this is called Carl Pearson. This is called Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness. In place of mode, here in this formula, in place of mode, if you write 3 median minus 2 mean, ultimately you'll get this formula only. Okay, this is Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, followed by, if I talk about Boyle coefficient of skewness, if I say Boyle coefficient of skewness, if I say Boyle coefficient of skewness, so in the case of Boyle coefficient of skewness, your formula for the Boyle coefficient of skewness is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 times of median, minus 2 times of median divided by Q3 minus Q1. So this is Boyle coefficient of skewness. This is the formula of Boyle coefficient of skewness. Similarly, I can say then gradually we have another mathematical measure to measure the coefficient of skewness. We have something called Cayley coefficient of skewness. We have something called Cayley coefficient of skewness. So when we talk about Cayley coefficient of skewness, so your formula is P90 plus P10 minus 2 times of median, minus 2 times of median divided by P90 minus P10. Okay, I hope you understand Q1, Q3, P90, P10. Already I have made videos on percentile, deciles, quartiles and all. Similarly, the other formula of Cayley coefficient of skewness is D9 plus D1 minus 2 times of median, minus 2 times of median divided by D9 minus D1. So these are the formulas by which we can measure the skewness. Either you can use Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, you can use Boyle coefficient of skewness, or you can use Cayley coefficient of skewness. So ultimately, by using them, we can determine the coefficient of skewness. Okay, and so here this question which came in Bangalore City. So this is the question which came for 5 marks, where you have to find the Carl Pearson and Boyle coefficient of skewness for the marks obtained by two students in the class. Okay, so mean is given, standard deviation is given, middle quartile Q2. Middle quartile means Q2. The other name of Q2 is median only. I hope everyone understand. This is Q3, this is Q1, first quartile is Q1, and third quartile is Q3, and this data is given to you. Based on this data, you have to find Carl Pearson. So if you use Carl Pearson, coefficient of skewness, if you use Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, if you use Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, okay, so if you are using Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, the formula is 3 times of mean minus median, okay, divide by standard deviation. So divide by standard deviation. Use this formula, then mean is given to you. So two institutions are there. So for both of them, you have to do. Okay. So you can use the formula for institution one. So if you do for institution one, okay, institution A. So that is 3 mean. What is mean for that? 65, and median is 65. Median is also 65. So 65 minus 65 divided by standard deviation. Doesn't matter whatever is the standard deviation. Your answer is 0 only. Okay, so standard deviation is 10. So answer will be 0 only, because 65 minus 65 is 0. 0 multiply with any number is 0. 0 divided by any number is 0. And for institution B, if I find for institution B, so then 3 times of mean. Mean is 70, median is 64. 70 minus 64, so 70 minus 64 divided by standard deviation. So standard deviation is 14. Standard deviation is 14. So standard deviation is 14. So 3 times of 6 by 14. So you can write this as 9 by 7. Okay, so this is 18 by 14, or you can write this as 9 by 7. Okay, that is the Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness. Okay, so 9 by 7, if you want to divide, so 1.20, 20 means 2 za, 60, 60 means 8 za, 40, 40 means 5 za, 50 means 7 za, 1.2857 you can say. So this is Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness for both the institution. Okay, similarly, if you want, what you want next, you want Boyle. So Boyle is Q1 plus Q3 minus 2 times of median divided by Q3 minus Q1. So if you want calculation of Boyle coefficient of skewness, if you want Boyle coefficient of skewness, so the formula for that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 times of median divided by Q3 minus Q1. Divide by Q3 minus Q1. So you can do this for institution A. For institution A, so you can do for institution A. So for institution A, so Q1 plus Q3, 28 plus 50, 28 plus 65. So that is 28 plus 65 minus 28 plus 65. So 21, 28 plus 65, 28 plus 65. Sorry, Q3 is 87. 28 plus 87. So 28 plus 87, 28 plus 87, 28 plus 87 minus 2 times of 65 divide by 87 minus 28. Correct, right? So you'll get this value for institution A. So this how 28. Let me just reconfirm the data. Q1 is 28 and Q1 is 28 and Q3 is 87, and median is 65. So 87, 28, 65. 87, 28, 65. So you just need to calculate this. So what is 28 plus 87? That is 115. 115 minus 130 divide by 65 2 is 130. Correct, right? So then similarly Q3 minus Q1. So what is 87 minus 28? You will get 59. Fine. So what is 115? What is 115 minus 130? So we'll get minus 15. Minus 15 divided by 59. That is your answer. Minus 15 divided by 59. So that is your answer. So that is minus 2.5422237. That is the answer for the Boyle coefficient of skewness for institution A. Similarly, for institution B, if you want the coefficient of skewness, so what is Q1, Q3? So 102, 35, 102. You have 102. You have 102. You have 35 and 64. So you have 102, 35 and 64. So you have the formula. So Q1 plus Q3 minus 2 times of median divide by Q3 minus Q1. That is your formula. Okay, so Q1 is 35, Q3 is 102, minus 2 times of median is 64, divide by 102 minus 35. So this is what you have to find. So 102 plus 35, that is 137, minus what is 64 to the 128. What is 64 to the 128? Okay, and then 102 minus 35, that is 67. So 137 minus 128 is 9. 9 by 67. Okay, so 9 divided by 67, that is 0.134328. This is the coefficient of skewness, Boyle coefficient of skewness for institution B. This much calculation you had to do, and for this calculation you got 5 marks. So very easy problem. I don't think you find any difficulty in doing this. Okay, so anyone, any doubt, anything you want to ask? Okay, so I hope you understood this. So feel free to ask the doubt if you have in the comment option. And if you have liked the class, please click on the like button. And thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.